Welcome back to the Ascension Series. I'm Dime. Let's dive in. A lot is moving through me right now. It is November 14th. We are in the middle of the month that is highlighting our opportunity for leveling up like no other month in the entire world that we've ever had. So here's a question for you. Did you know that if you are running on autopilot, that if you are not aware of your present moment belief, thought, vibration, what's going on in the story in your head, that you are completely sabotaging your highest timeline, that you will actually just become the bullshit that's around you. I'm going to explain how. Ready? It's a big thing for me right now. I'm pretty spicy about it because I've had a lot of changes in my life as I've been sharing with you guys on this. I'm leveling up into a new level that I didn't even know was available for me. And through that, I'm looking through a different lens of why are you making yourself small? Why are you sabotaging yourself? Why are you being toxic vulnerable? This is a brand new awareness to me. This came through in a conversation, a download that I had with a soul sister the other day where I was like, that's toxic vulnerability. And I was like, wait. Oh, ooh. And then that just unfolded a whole lot of other stuff and downloads. So most of you guys know, I teach a program called Fully Awaken and Ascend. It's amazing. It's life changing. Gonna brag it out. It's fucking phenomenal. Level 4 of that program is December 8th, and I'm going to have the honor of teaching live in a virtual retreat. But as I'm finishing the final touches on that level, and this is what has transformed my life so drastically and propelled me into the experience that I'm having right now, which is pretty freaking rad, just so you know. It's amazing, and I want this for you. So as I'm finishing the touches on it, as you can see with my whiteboard in the background, this whiteboard is like 5 feet by 3 feet, maybe more, maybe 6 by 4. I don't even know. It's huge and it's full because as I'm putting it together, I'm getting more and more. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And the wisdom is just expanding. The embodiment of that wisdom is expanding. And I am watching every hour of the day my life transform even more. And I'm like, what? And then I'm sharing it with like my closest peeps, and they're like, oh my, and we're all having these like mind blowing moments. And so, a conversation that I'm having right now with a lot of people is I'm getting a lot of messages on, I feel like my relationship is disintegrating. I feel like as I'm moving into 5D, 3D is falling away from me. I'm losing friendships. I don't like my job anymore. I find no pleasure in life anymore. I don't know what to do that fulfills me. And so I'm like, all right, let's talk. We're doing a divine alignment, which divine alignment is our main program. This is the one that's going to change your subconscious belief structure, which changes your emotional body, your vibration, your perception, and your outcome. This is amazing. And so, everybody who's doing that retreat has been sending in an intake form. And on that intake form are all the areas of your life that you're struggling, where there is lack in your life. And we're going to teach you how to rewrite that. So, Sarah Rose and I are finishing up the touches on the intakes that we've received so far for the 23rd. So between that and putting together the last layer of Fully Awaken and Ascend, we're just in the energy of solution. And so this is going to go back to, do you know how you're fucking sabotaging based on who you're spending time with on autopilot? This is really, really powerful here. I'm going to be a bit spicy about it. I think this is the new me, the spicy me. I think this has always been me. I just haven't brought her forward here yet. So here we go. So if you don't heal your belief structure that's limiting you, you will not change your vibration. Everything is a vibration. It's a frequency that vibrates. Whatever that vibration is always equally matched by the law of attraction. So there's no such thing as manifesting. You can stop trying. You don't have to try. It's about becoming the vibration. And the only way to become the vibration of your desire is to heal the belief that's causing the vibration that's blocking the desire. Okay. So it's a really deep dive. It's not as hard as it sounds, but it's easier to do it with someone than to do it on your own. So when you heal that vibration, I'm having a massive deja vu moment, which means I'm getting another download on this. So let's see what comes through for us today. As you heal your vibration, you begin to shift it. So you heal the belief, you're healing the vibration, you're changing, transforming the vibration into the vibration that serves you, into a thriving vibration. If you are thriving, you receive more of thriving energy. So you receive more reasons to acknowledge that you are thriving. Okay. This is how I've grown this whole company. This is how I am transforming the meat on my body. It's losing weight like crazy right now. This is how I transformed my loving relationships, my friendships. This is how I arrived in this retreat center, in this beautiful, beautiful property through understanding vibration and how to use it, what to do with it. So the first thing is healing the ones that are limiting you, the belief structures that say, I'm small, I'm not safe to shine, I have no control, I'm not worthy. Although it's never a worth thing, that's a different conversation. Just so you know, you do not have self worth issues ever. I will talk about that another day. We think we do because that's what we're told, but you already know you're worthy. It's not that. It's maybe a fear of judgment. Who knows? It's a thing. So as we navigate this, if we are not healing, we're going to keep receiving the exact same thing in a different scenario, right? If you want evidence of that, look at my dating past. Like I could line them all up for you and you'd be like, oh, I see. They all got the same vibration, different situation because they matched my vibration. They matched my vibration of I won't be kept, or I'm not valued unless, or people love me for what I offer, not who I am. And that's a big one that I went through. Oh my goodness. So, who I am is not enough. Like all of those beliefs were reflected through the law of correspondence in the relationships that I've had, also in my finances in the past. But anyway, so here's where you're kind of sabotaging your entire reality. And I'm really fiery about this. I shared in, I believe, the last live, the conversation I was having with the entity in the forest, where I've been shifting a lot of things in my life, and that spontaneously, in a moment, the universal law of inspired action was like, you're going to become unshakable. And I was like, oh, I'm going to become unshakable. I'm becoming unshakable. Oh my God. And then I had boom, 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 a series of downloads that made, I'm literally unshakable in this moment. Completely nothing can shake me in this moment. So then, of course, what am I going to do? I'm going to teach it. So I was like, oh my God, let's do a 30-day challenge. Let's become unshakable together. So I've got a bunch of people signed up for that, and we're going to do it together. And I'm going to take you as far as I've gotten. And it's amazing. But here's where you're failing. This is so simple. It's two moving pieces. So simple. And I'm going to go on a bit of a story here. But we're going to start with, if you are unaware of your vibration, if you're not paying attention to what your vibration is, and you know what it is because the law of correspondence is reflecting it to you everywhere you go. Okay. So example one, you're getting signs all the time, but you're not getting any change in your life. What are you doing? What's your vibration? Your vibration is, I'm too afraid to move forward. So keep confirming to me that something's coming, but don't actually bring it to me because I am afraid of moving forward. So I'm going to stay stuck in getting my reflection everywhere I go that I am in alignment, but I haven't chosen what I want to be in alignment with, or I haven't been brave enough to allow myself to receive that. So something's going on there. That's one. So if you're getting 11, 11, 2, 22, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 555, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're getting all of that, or if you're getting the same name, or you're getting like BBB all the time, or I don't know, what are you getting? Are you getting repetitive shit and that's all you're getting and nothing's changing? It's a you thing. It doesn't mean, oh my God, my guides are giving to me. I'm so sorry. So spicy. Doesn't mean your guides are giving to you because you are your guides. Again, that's a different conversation. It doesn't mean that something amazing is coming. It means you're in alignment with that. So you're generating confirmation that you're in alignment with confirmation. Now I want you to ask yourself, what do you want? What is your desire? And you're going to start to align with that desire. What would it look like, feel like for you to arrive connected to your desire? Okay. Think about this for a minute. What would it feel like? What emotion would happen? What celebration would happen? What story would be different if you had that thing? How can you go and seek feeling that emotion so you can become the emotion of receiving the thing? That's how you align. So if you want a new car, what does that car make you feel? I identify, I'm a car girl. I love cars. What does that car make you feel when you get in it? When you're walking through the parking lot and you're unlocking it, what does it make you feel? Does it make you feel luxurious? Does it make you feel badass? Because I love a badass car. I don't have one right now. I have a mom SUV, which is super luxurious. So it's super comfortable. So I'm all in the comfort right now, which if you saw what I was wearing on my bottom half, you'd be like, oh, you really do see comfort, don't you? Because I do. Um, right now, that's my jam. So does it make you feel badass? Does it make you feel cool? Does it make you feel, and none of these are wrong, by the way. You're allowed to, you're a human. This is your human experience. You're supposed to go explore those things. So you want this car. Then how do you, so let's say it makes you feel badass. How do you go and feel badass in other areas of your life? How do you invoke that feeling, that sensation in your world so that you can begin to bring that into your world? That's how you're going to align with that car. Back to the point that I've been trying to make for however many minutes now. If you are unaware of what your vibration is, if you are unaware of what the story is, what's going on within your head, if you are not present in your truth, you are not the strongest vibration. If you are not the strongest vibration and you are surrounded by other people's vibrations, it goes into your electromagnetic field. So you're a walking bubble, basically. You're a sponge. You're a walking sponge. And if you are not intentionally creating your vibration and you're in questioning, you're in hope. Oh, it might not happen. You're in lack mentality. You're in, yay, here's where I'm at, here's where I'm at, here's where I'm at, but you're not actually making progress. If you are in fear, if you're in doubt, if you're in frustration, if you are stressing about your finances, if you are looking for the love of your life because you don't have the love of your life and your energy is, I don't have, then you are a low vibration and everything else around you will dominate you. The the vibrations, look at it like this. High vibration is a fire. Look at it as a big bonfire. It's just a big light. It's just, yeah, and it's going to keep expanding. And it's, yes, it's going to take what it wants. And low vibration is a block of ice, like a little ice cube. If you're around high vibe, what happens to the ice cube? It starts to transform. It's going to go to the next phases of transformation. What's going to happen to the fire if there's an ice cube? Nothing. If you are unaware and you are being an ice cube, whatever's around you is going to dominate you. You're going to become the energy around you. So, who can I pick on without you knowing that I'm picking on you? Let's say you are, do I pick on? Why not? Let's pick. It's only because I love. So I won't denote to exactly who's the groups. So I have this group of people in my life who I love, and they're all magic in their own unique way. But when we come together and hang out and we spend time together, one of them will start to lead the conversation. Okay. So I'm with this group of people who I love, and we're hanging out. One of them starts a conversation, and the conversation is not solution focused. It's, yeah, here's what I'm struggling with. It's really interesting. I'm processing it. That's really great. Then I watch the next person in the group go, oh, yeah, here's what I'm processing. This is what I'm moving through. And yeah, this is sort of where I'm at. Yep. Yep. Mm. And then the next person's like, oh my gosh, me too. I got this one download that said, am I being present? And I was like, wow, like, am I? That's really fascinating. And then the next person, and then the next person. And every time I get together with this group, nothing's changed. Every time I spend time with this group of people, it's the same fucking thing over and over again. Generally, the same person leading it too. And I'm standing there like, nope, that's not what I want. That's not my desire. My desire is to go, what's limiting me? Ah, there it is. How do I change it? Cool. Level up. My desire is to keep walking my path fearlessly. My desire is to arrive at my highest fucking timeline endlessly every day. I want to be a better version of myself for the world and for me, for my own experience every single day. I take what I do very seriously. And if I'm not offering my best self, how can I take you as far as I've gotten? That's my motto. I will take you as far as I am. So, what are you doing? Are you in complete avoidance and just dealing with life as it's being handed to you. Therefore, being the sponge that says, yeah, I'll be you. Okay. Because I don't have the balls to be myself. Energetically, that's what you're saying. Are you being the person who's like, oh, yeah, let's just contemplate and be happy and distract ourselves? Therefore, no change is happening. Are you the person that is angry and in lack mentality, therefore creating more of it? And if you are, you know how to create. So you're doing amazing. If you're getting slapped in the face over and over again, and you're getting bills and unexpected things over and over again that are taking up all your finances, you are a master at controlling your vibration and you know it. You're just not doing it the right way or the desired way because there's no right or wrong. You can be low, you can be high, you can be anything you want. There's nothing that you have to be. You have free will, which is actually just free thought. Free will equals free thought. So you have the ability to choose whatever it is you're focusing on in every second of the day. And most of you are spending time not choosing your thought. You're dealing with whatever's being handed at you or thinking about your fucking to-do list instead of where you want to be. So how do we change it? Well, you got to know what you want. And this is where I'm going to get real spicy. And I'll probably do a live about this later. But this is in both the program Unshakable. I am going to hand you your ass, your energetic ass in Unshakable. If you want change and you're actually ready to like do the work, email me for Unshakable. If you are not ready to do the work and you are still playing self-victimization or you're still in the mindset that your guides are going to give you the direction or the universe is going to provide for you, don't even waste my time emailing me because it will not work for you. That is putting your power outside of yourself. If you want the change, let's talk. Okay. So, how do we create change? I'm going to drop something that's going to be hyper triggering. And I don't think it's a popular opinion by any means. Are you being toxic vulnerable? Because if you are not living your highest timeline, two things are happening. I'm living my highest timeline and I wasn't. And I now know I was like, oh my God, I was such a toxic vulnerable. Oh my God. Didn't even know that's what I was doing. What? Michelle. But if you are not living your highest timeline, and I know because I did it the hard way, you are not in control of your energy. You are not control of your vibration. You are not in control of your vibration because you either haven't done the healing or you're not choosing to be in control of your vibration and you're letting the world around you dictate you. I have a little saying with the mentors that I train that if you don't manage your day will manage you. If you don't manage your vortex, your energy, your vibration, the world will manage it for you. Ouch. Get it under control. What's your vibration? What's your thoughts? What are your stories? What are your fucking fears? And fix them. That's how you're going to get to your highest timeline. So it's either that's happening or you're being vulnerable, toxic, or toxic, vulnerable. There's my dyslexia for you. Gotta love it, right? Toxic, vulnerable. What is that? I'm going to call you out and you are not going to agree with me. You're going to think, no, I'm not doing that. I promise you, if you sit with it long enough, you'll be like, oh, I'm doing that because every single human to some degree is. What is it? It's when we use our vulnerability to manipulate the outcome. And you're like, oh no, totally. Whew, don't do that. Want to bet? Want to bet? I'll give you my example. I'll pick on me. Up until a couple weeks ago, my toxic vulnerable looked like this. Oh, I'm so busy. So fucking busy. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even have time. I don't have time for the puppy. I don't have time for this. I'm so fucking busy. Like, oh my gosh. And I am busy. Let me tell you, I'm busy. I work from 6 o'clock in the morning till bedtime. I don't stop. And I was being toxic, vulnerable about that, being like, just so tired. Like, I'm so wore out. And I know better, right? I know not to say I am anything. So I'm pretty mindful. And with my partner, I'd be like, yeah, it's a lot right now. Like it's a lot, but I'm getting through it and we're seeing change and we're getting to where we want to be. And I guess growing an empire, it's got its challenges. Everything's okay. Okay. So that's toxic positivity. But toxic vulnerability was I'm busy. I'm wore out. Yeah, I'm really wore out. How was your day, babe? Oh, I'm pretty tired. Like it was a really busy day. Still got a lot more emails to do. My inbox is still full. What was I really trying to say? What I was really trying to say is When I need to choose, I desire to choose, I choose to be this busy. I'm choosing to build this empire. I'm choosing to change the world. I'm choosing to train people and mentor people to stand beside me to also change the world. I'm choosing to be vulnerable here. I'm choosing to create social media. I'm choosing to have whatever impact I can because I know how fucking hard it is to do it the long way and the hard way. And I don't want other people to do it. I'm making a choice. So I'm not busy. I'm making a choice. What a different vibration that is. That just changed everything for me when I discovered that. Why do we be toxic vulnerable? Because what I was really asking for, I was manipulating the outcome. I wasn't going into self victimization. It's a fine line. It's a really fucking fine line. I wasn't going into self victimization of poor me because I never had a poor me approach. What I was really looking for, this is me being completely vulnerable. No one in my life has told me that they're proud of me. And I tell myself a lot and I fill my void and I take care of it. And I am so fucking proud of myself to create something out of nothing and be sitting where I'm sitting. I'm fucking proud of myself. Do I share that with my partner? Do I share that with my closest friends? Nope. Nope, because I don't want to be perceived as ego. I don't want to be perceived as, okay, showboat. I have a fear, a limiting belief. I used to have a limiting belief that if I shined, it meant I was taking away the light of others. And that wouldn't be fair. And I never wanted to create that pain for anyone. That's what my mom taught me. Didn't want to do that. So I've trained myself to not do that. So instead, I slowly rock the boat for my partner. Like, I'm just going to slowly rock this until you go, oh, babe, yeah, I know you're working a lot, but I'm so proud of you. Apparently, that's what I was looking for. So instead of saying, hey, I need some support in knowing that you're proud of me, it would serve me well to know that you're very proud of me and to hear that from you. Words of affirmation right now is probably going to change the game for me. I never had that as a kid. I'd really, really thrive with that, babe. So instead of saying that and asking for what I actually needed, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Gross. So then this led into an entire other conversation, which I'm going to save for because it's super fucking spicy. Where else are we being toxic with our vulnerability? Because it's in a lot of places. There's a difference between self victimization and toxic vulnerability. And there's a huge difference between vulnerability and being toxic about it. To sum it up, when we're toxic about it, it's because we're trying to manipulate the other person's behavior. Think about this for a second. If we are constantly coming to the board with that group of friends I was talking about, okay? So I spend time with these people and they come forward with, oh, here's where I'm discovering myself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then I just discovered this and it moved a lot of emotion. Oh, and then I discovered this and it made me kind of click with this. But there's no, here's what change I made. It sounds so bitchy. Here's what change I made. Wasn't that awesome? They just keep resurfacing the same. Can you just tell me I'm important? Can you just tell me that I'm loved? Can you just tell me that you see me, that you hear me? That's what we're really asking for. So when I say toxic vulnerability, I don't mean that you are a bad thing, a bad person, a bad action. It's just not high vibrational. Because what we're really doing is ignoring our need. What we're really doing is asking for a need to be met that we are not identifying. So, therefore, how do we create change? And I'm going to dive into this and micro explain it in Unshakable and level 4 of Fully Awaken and Ascend. But I just thought I would put food for thought out here. Were you being toxic with your own vulnerability? Are you seeking something different than what you are demonstrating. Because what you are demonstrating and the story you are telling is creating your vibration that the world and everything, the universe, the people, everything is responding to. So back to the original point. Are you aware of what your vibration is? Are you choosing your vibration? Are you being fire or ice right now? An ice cube, by the way. Cube. Are you being present enough with how you are navigating your energy? Are you aware of your desire? Because if you do not have a desire, how do you receive your highest outcome? If you're just sitting there being like, all is well, it doesn't matter, all is well. This or better, the universe will provide all in divine timing. What the fuck are you creating except for a pause? That's all you're doing. You're creating a pause. You're actually being toxic in the fact that I don't believe that I can bring that in my life. So I'm just going to wait for it and use fake words like, I trust this. You are the creator of your reality. You create based on what you tell yourself, what you believe about yourself, what you perceive in the world. How you perceive is what you will receive. So are you aware of what you are perceiving? Can you move into perception of everything else, or the perspective of everything else, rather, instead of the perception of your perception, your lens? Can you go into, what is this offering me? How is this an opportunity for me to level up? What am I putting in my vortex? Every minute of every day, are you being present enough to be like, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I desire to have. Let me navigate and align with this and then receive this. Or are you going to sit there and be like, yeah, I'm searching? And I realize that this is not for everyone. Not everybody is capable of what I'm suggesting. Not everybody is willing. Let me rephrase it. Not everybody is willing to be brave enough to stop being lazy with their vibration. Not everybody is brave enough to look at their pain, to look at the trauma, to look at the things that have held them back. I understand how much courage that takes because I've endured it. I know. And I know how much better life is on the other side. I used to fantasize about not being on this planet, Earth, flat Earth, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Don't care. Don't put it in the comments. I used to fantasize about not being on Earth all the time, all of the time. And now I realize through the universal law of oneness, I was always home. The consciousness, the isness, the high vibration that I am internally, that was just being blocked by the bullshit I was taught and all the abuse I went through, until I learned to heal it, until I learned this is a me thing. I was always home. I am home. Home is not a destination. I am home. My isness, my consciousness. And so for a woman sitting here who has attempted to not be on earth 3 times, for a woman who is here who had anxiety where I could not leave the house, for a woman who is sitting here who dated narcissistic assholes, for a woman who is here who had no idea what her identity was, for a woman who is here who kept herself so small because she didn't want to hurt anybody in the world, that she didn't have a fucking voice, that she could never even make eye contact, that she grew her bangs so long so that no one would look into her own eyes. If a woman that small can be sitting in this chair right now, living her best fucking life, living in her highest timeline, what the fuck can you do? What can you do? Because no one was there for me. I did it alone. I didn't know that there was other options available. This is before YouTube. This is before TikTok. This is before all the things. I walked this path alone and somehow I arrived here. And I did it the hard way. And I think I did it the hard way so that I can show you how to not do that. Like really, truly. Okay, rant done. But seriously, please stop. Please stop lying to yourself. Don't tell yourself you're small. Don't tell yourself you have self-worth issues. It is not a self-worth issue thing at all. I promise you 100%. You're not going to agree with that. Some of you are going to get that when I say that. It is not a self-worth thing because you know you're worthy. You're just lying to yourself because you don't believe that you are capable. And by believing that you are not capable, you will not become willing. And if you do not become willing, nothing will ever happen. So are you willing to pay attention to your fucking vibration? Pay attention to the story. Pay attention to the fact that you are fucking needed on this planet. I am so full of the F bombs because I'm so goddamn passionate right now. Ooh, calm down, right? I want this for you. I want this for you. I want you to know what it's like to have friends and souls and connections that make you feel so alive. I want you to have love that fills you up so much that you have pinch me moments during the day. I want you to have fucking money. I want you to have freedom. I want you to build and design your life. I want you to do that. I want the world to do that. Except for like the big assholes out there. I don't really want you to do that. I think that you should just stay where you are and be miserable because you don't deserve it. That's my ego, but I'm allowed to have that. So, a-holes, back down. You're not allowed. No permission granted. But those of you that have been here for the however many minutes I've been shoot my mouth off, you deserve this. You deserve it so much. So, set yourself up for success. Ask yourself every hour, what story is going on in my head? What am I stressing about? Where is there lack in my life? What do I desire? And start to change the story. And as the story changes, pay attention to the fears that come up. And if a fear comes up that says, oh, I can't do that, you might want to spend some time figuring out why that's the story. And then go into that and rewrite it. And I'm going to stop hammering at you now because I'm like, I just feel really ranty and nobody's shutting me up. Sitting here to shut me up, and I'm just talking to myself, knowing that one day somebody's going to see this and be like, oh my fucking God, I'm going to do that. And then you're going to stand where I am, and it's going to be amazing. And then you should probably become soul purpose, step into divine purpose, and stand beside me. And we can hold hands and care bear stare the world together, and it'll be amazing. Ah, I'm waiting for you. Okay, I'm done. All over the map. All right, let's do it. I want you to own this. So, Fully and Awaken Ascend. Any of you that have done level, like the first full program, Fully Awaken Ascend, it's a pre recorded program on the website. You are invited to level 4. If you have not done it, you are not invited. I'm sorry, but you won't understand it. It is big information. And so it builds into, and that's universal law, quantum entanglement, quantum physics, how to use the science behind spirituality, as well as a Power 369, which is absolutely mind bending. And level 4, oh, you will become unshakable. Private group running right now. It's only $89 for the program Becoming Unshakable, and it's specifically with me. For those of you that have had questions, I'll be in a private group on Facebook. It's invite only. The program's $89 for the month. It starts Monday the 20th and it runs until whatever the 4th Monday is, sometime in December. And then I'm going away on retreat. So that's why we're doing it now, where I will give you everything that I can as a group. But I'm not going to be all gushy, sweet, and loving about it. I'm going to be like, get it together. Come on, let's go. So it's tough love. Don't do it if you don't want tough love. Or if you find me annoying, absolutely don't do it because you can see my face every fucking day. So there's that. And then the Divine Alignment Retreat with Sarah Rose and I. So she's the top elite mentor for Divine Alignment right now. That's the program that I developed over 20 years ago that has been changing lives. It's healing the limiting beliefs. That one is available. It's a retreat day. So it's on November 23rd. So that's coming up really fast. Like, I don't even know. That's in like 9 days. Holy shit. November's flying by. Okay. Literally, I'm stopping now. I love you. Continue to go be brave in this world. Believe in yourself and keep leaning into the thank you. I love you. Okay. Bye.